And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Gymnast and Gamer, who asked the question, who would win a fight, Tatsumaki or Tornado from One Punch Man? One Punch! Or the Archie version of Silver the Hedgehog. Silver the Hedgehog is essentially the future Trunks of the Sonic universe. And I'm not even joking, that is a descriptor of him. He came from the future to save he came to the past to save his present, which is our future. And that didn't go over so hot, but he ultimately is a reformed kind of antagonist, but not in the same vein as someone like Shadow, who was more or less a villain. Silver was trying to save the day, and he was just misled. Silver's abilities come from his psychokinesis, and he's able to take on a super Silver form, just like Shadow and Sonic are capable of doing. His telekinesis is strong enough that he can even restrain in being known as a Ifrit, which is like a flame, not demonic, but an elemental creature, a very large elemental creature. He can restrain them to some degree. He's more durable than, say, a human is, given his hedgehog-like nature. But really, it's just his psychic abilities that give him an edge in combat. Tatsumaki is very similar, where she is an Esper, I think she's like a top class Esper. This allows her, obviously, psychic abilities, where she at one point stopped the entirety of mortar shells from Boris's ship from falling on the ground, and then just went boop, threw them back on. She stopped a huge giant one on her own, capable of creating psychic tornadoes, manipulating people's bodies, capable of flight, capable of throwing massive amounts of physical damage at people through throwing buildings and whatnot. However, her abilities are tied to her physical well-being. If she is not in a good physical state, then then her powers are not as effective. This is weird. Silver, I'm pretty sure, is probably the more durable individual and can take a better hit. His powers aren't also connected to his physical well-being, as far as I know. But Tatsumaki has way more overall strength than what Archie Sonic, and I'm never referring to Archie Sonic. Archie Sonic is apparently shown off, unless you go into, say, Super Archie Sonic, or Super Archie Sonic, Super Archie Silver. Let's just say Super Silver. Unless you go into a Super Silver form, which he is capable of holding portals together, which is very impressive. But I imagine if such things existed in the One Punch world, actual portals, I get the impression Tatsumaki may have a similar capability, given the raw amount of power she's actually demonstrated. So it's weird. He can take more hits, but she can dish out more punishment. And then if you had Super Silver in there, my money would definitely be on Super Silver, because at that point now you're dealing with an invulnerable hedgehog with enhanced psychic abilities up the yin-yang. That at that point now he can just kind of rush in, slam it, or hit and kind of put her into the ground a bit. But if we're going just base to base, I would probably put my money on Tatsumaki. And this is because while she can't take a hit as effectively as he can, she can dish out far more damage than he can. And he's still got limits. He's not Shadow or Sonic levels of durable. He is just more durable than, say, a normal person is. And from what we've seen from Sonic and Shadow, he clearly can take a hit. It's just he's not on the same level of either of those two. So, yeah, he might be able to last longer in terms of taking the damage, but he'd still be taking the damage more often in this fight than she would. If they tried to clash with each other, I do think her abilities are going to overwhelm his abilities. Now, that being said, I am going off the Archie Wiki page, so I have never read the comics, to be fair. Obviously, I'm not Death Battle, I'm not Cartoon Fight. I'm not any of these guys who has the time to do serious, in-depth research. So maybe there's a lot more than the Archie world when it comes to Silver than I've been able to find, but it does seem like It does seem like Tatsumaki has him outgunned in terms of raw psychic power. But this is just my opinion. What do you think? My money would be on Tatsumaki, although I do like Silver. I like Silver's design. The white hedgehog thing looks really cool. Anyway, though, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you folks next time.